PJ back there doing crazy things. And so I've already filmed this video once and the lighting was absolutely horrible. So I'm hoping that the lighting is better this time. Welcome to What's Up Wednesday. What's up, y'all? Hi. Welcome to my bedroom where I decided to film this. Terrible idea. The lighting is not that great for filming, but we're here now, okay? So we're gonna do this thing one more time. All right. So Penelope Jane Smith is, everybody always asks me, how many dogs do I have? I now have 4 dogs. I talked about that in the last What's Up Wednesday, where the 4th one came from. Penelope Jane is a hairless Chinese crested, and she wanted to be in the video today because Pebbles was in the last video and her feelings was hurt. So I'm just gonna let her hang out with us today. I actually do my daily planner that I plan what's happening. She's just gonna do everything, y'all. I always do it in the passion planner. For the past 4 years, I have used, I think it was 4 years, 4 or 5 years, I've used the passion planner. I got the blue one this year. Would you stop tearing up the covers? This is why you can't be in videos, just saying. She's gonna go hide behind it. Here, I'll put you behind it. You can hide. You can go back there and hide. She's so... these dogs of mine. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Passion planner, I got the blue one this year. Last year I had the mustard small one. This is, I think, is a medium size. And passion planner has really been the planner for me. And I am not one, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all who do all the stickers and washi and do all the cute things, okay? I tried that. I couldn't maintain it. I'm not about that life, okay? My art journal is where my art goes. This is strictly for business. You know what I'm saying? So I got to get down to business when I get into the planner. And this throw, I made that. Just wanted to brag on myself. And it was on a YouTube video, is how I learned how to do the hand knitting. Anyway, tip, stop. I get so sidetracked so easily. So I've already wrote my goals down because, like I said, this is the second video. But what I wanted to share with y'all is how to make it happen. Okay, so my first goal in 2021, and my first tip that I have for you, if you don't typically set goals, or you set goals but then you just kind of let them die by the wayside. Okay, so one of the tips that I have is to make them small, obtainable goals. So an example is, if you want to lose 50 pounds, okay, let's set a goal for 5 pounds or 10 pounds. And then, you know, give yourself some grace, but also make it where you have to hustle to do it. So maybe it's 10 pounds in a quarter. So that would give you 40 pounds by the end of the year. So make it where it's something that you think is actually doable. What I think a lot of times when people make really lofty goals, and then they get defeated because they don't hit the goal, when really it wasn't the goal's fault, it was your fault because you went for the moon, and we need to be down here. Okay, you can't go so high. You got to be right here, because if you're like me and I don't see something happening pretty quick, then I just kind of burn out and I'm like, I ain't gonna work. That's typically that's why people make those big New Year's resolutions, but then they don't really put forth the effort to make it happen, except for in the first 2 weeks of the year. So, my tips. Pebbles, why are you whining at me? You were on the last episode. Lord, come in. Come in. Pebbles decided to come back. Alright, so so what I put for mine in 2021 is to maintain my weight loss. So I'm not looking to lose any more weight. I'm just wanting to maintain the weight that I've already lost, okay? Which is harder than losing it, in my opinion. But so the first little bite-sized chunk, okay, that I'm gonna do to make sure I'm obtaining and staying at that is I'm going to give myself a 5-pound grace period, meaning that I can wiggle waggle within that 5 pounds, but when I go over 5 pounds, that's when the shit hits the fan. That's when I got to get real serious about it, okay? And that's when I've got to really modify what I've been doing and go back to my coach. I talked about her in the last video. I'm not going to go back into that again. Alright, so the other thing I put besides, so I put maintain weight is my big goal. The little sidebar for me is bi-weekly weigh-ins. If you need to do monthly, weekly, whatever, bi-weekly works for me. And then meal prep. So meal prep and plan what the meals are going to be. That helps with my second goal, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute, which is recycle and reuse. I am working on getting very close to zero waste is my goal. And to do that, I have to meal prep and plan so that I don't have a lot of wasted food, okay? I compost, but our compost cannot take the amount of cardboard that I put into it because I don't have enough green. And if you don't know about brown and green when it comes to compost, this probably makes no sense. But in order to break down the cardboard, you have to have enough green product to go in there to start breaking that down, okay? So the problem is if you get too much brown, it's not going to break down, and we have more cardboard than we can actually compost. So in order for us to stay true to the recycle, reuse, zero waste, we are going to have to make a weekly run to the recycle place to drop the cardboard off, because we don't live in an area where the recycle truck comes by our house. We have to actually take it. It's an extra step. We do not live close. I mean, we live like 20 minutes to town, so we make our trips count. That requires planning. You see what I'm saying? So you're not wasting gas running up and down the road, okay? And then the other thing I put is reduce garbage to 2 bags a week. We were at one point in our life as a married couple, we were doing like 4 and 5 bags of garbage, and now we're down to 3 bags of garbage, and now I want to eliminate that down to 2 bags of garbage. But in order to be able to do that, we've got to reduce the amount of paper towels and stuff like that we use. So I just want to us to take a really close look at where we can actually use cloth napkins or towels. I don't know what these nut buckets is doing back here. Opposed to just grabbing a paper towel when it could have been something that we could have used with a towel. Is the point to all of that rambling right there. But the other thing with recycle reuse is to also make sure that if I have leftovers, how can I don't like eating the same thing over and over again, and neither does Josh. So if we do it for about 2 days, we're about done. So when I'm meal planning, I need to make sure that I'm very specific in the quantity that I make, and then also come up with a recipe to go behind it if I have leftovers. And that noise is Penelope Jane back there behind the pillows doing something. See? You see it? Anyway. And then the third goal that I have is bringing additional artists into my creative network. So one of the things that I have set for 2021 is I want to make a list of potential artists that I would like to have on my network. Number 2, figure out the tech part behind what does that look like with other people, uploading, etc. How do I make that work? And then 3, draft contracts and have that done by the first quarter. So within the first 3 months of the year, I have to be able to plan that out, okay? The fourth thing that I don't really have on here that I've got to sit down and actually build the plan. If you have a significant other, a partner, or a spouse, whatever, sit down with them and work on some of your goals. Don't just have it your goals, but have it our goals. So one of the things I need to discuss with Josh is I used to be really good at creating a budget and sticking to it, and then I don't know, I just don't do that anymore. Specifically with groceries and things like that. So I want to kind of sit with him and figure out what is that makes us also stay true to the reuse, recycle. Like, how can we figure that out? So we've got to sit down and figure that out. Also, I want to kind of divide some of our finances. As far as, when I say divide, not like husband and spouse, but like my business. Now that I'm producing income from Southern Gals Designs, thanks guys. How can I have that a little bit separate so it's easier for like accounting purposes and for me to really know? Like I'm really good about not spending money towards art supplies or equipment for my channel or filming unless that income is coming in. But how can I even do more as far as like savings and that kind of stuff? Like, how do I do that with that money? Because I have some projects for our house and stuff like that I want to be able. Y'all, they just destroyed the whole bed. Heavens to Betsy. So how do I do that? How do I manage it? I'm not sure. We've got to sit down as a couple and actually work through that stuff. So my tips are: make 3 whatever little bullets and then have some subcategories and steps on how to do that. So break each of your things. Just saying I want to save money is not enough. How do you do it? I'm thinking grocery budget. I'm thinking take my art money and remove it from our personal account so that I have that separate. So just like, how do you can't say you're going to do something and then not create the steps in order to achieve the goal. Another thing about me is I like to check things off. So what I do in my monthly planner is, like, I can't really show y'all this part yet, but in the 2021, in the beginning, it says Space for Infinite Possibilities. What I do is I put any of the new classes, any new things that are going to be going on that I already have deals done, I write that out. Okay, so that I know, and then up here in the yearly calendar, I circle those dates. So I know that, hey, I've got to take time off for my day job to make sure that my obligations are complete. Okay, the other tip that I have that works for me is every month, okay, like for the monthly calendar, there's a monthly calendar, and then it goes into your weekly dates for the passion planner. So what I do, it says like work projects. Is there anything in January that I need to put down here? Top priority projects, is there stuff here? I put house stuff, I put art stuff, I put work, my day job stuff. I put all of that here so that I make sure. Then I also, in my, because a lot of people say like, Timmy, how do you get so much done? And really it's about planning it out. And for me, typing it in a calendar on my phone isn't planning it out enough for me. The motion of me actually writing something in ink is like, I don't know, it does something to my brain. It like pulls it all together for me, and then it's a commitment. Okay, so like for my Mondays videos, Josh knows every Saturday and Sunday, one of those days is about filming. Not the whole day, you know, like whatever I need to do, but he knows that hey, that I've got to have that filming time for me to stay on top of my channel. And then on Wednesdays, now I have this new episode, so I'm having to make time for that. So I have to write all of that stuff in there, but I use it all in this one planner. I don't have like a art planner and a this planner and that. It's all here. All in the planner goes whatever is going on. What we're gonna eat, meal planning, it goes in here. What I need to do as far as projects, filming, any of that, all goes into here. So with that being said, the 3 categories or 3 or 4 categories that we choose for the year, every month they need to be in here. So if it's bi-weekly weigh-ins to make sure that I'm maintaining, then I have to go in here and put weigh in. Like, I have to make sure that it's in here, because if it's not in here, then it's not in my brain. That's for darn sure. It's squirrel. So make sure that whatever method works for you, that you then notate it, okay? The other thing about me that you may or may not know is, if I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So you have to have a commitment to yourself, okay? If it's art journaling, if it's, hey, I'm going to spend 15 minutes for self-care every day at the end of my day to art journal, then it's up to you to be worth that commitment, okay? So if it's every morning I'm going to, you know, do whatever it is you need to do in the morning time, then get it done. Because, like, my thing is, like, if I ever commit to something, that's like signed, sealed, and delivered. Like, that's like signing a contract to me, my own self. So I don't know if this even makes any sense, but if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it, because my word to myself is important, and I'm worth it. Like, you're worth setting your own goals. You're worth whatever it is you want to do. So one of the other things with my maintaining my weight, that I forgot to write it when I originally did this, but one of the other things is not every morning, excuse me, let me give myself grace. What I thought would be a really amount that is doable is 3 times a week, I'm going to get on my treadmill for 30 minutes. So let's say, what happens, Tiff? Well, if I wake up one morning and I'm not feeling it, and when I say I'm not feeling it, like I'm not feeling good, I woke up late, whatever, it's okay if I do it in the evening. Like, you don't have to make your goals so rigid that you feel bad about yourself or your self-esteem whenever you don't get to check the box. You know what I'm saying? And then what I will do is, instead of putting specific days when I'm going to walk on the treadmill 3 times that week, what I will do is just kind of bullet and go, like, well, y'all can't see this, but I'll put like walk on treadmill, and then I'll have like 3 boxes, and then I'll like color it in whenever I walk. That way I'm not writing in pen on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays I'm gonna walk on the treadmill. That doesn't work for me. Okay, what works for me is knowing that it has to be done by the end of the week. And for me, my week starts on Sunday. Okay, for some people it starts on Monday, but whatever works for you, just know that you're going to have to, number one, make really small incremental changes and goals that you can really stick to. Because if you are shooting for the stars and some outlandish thing, you are setting yourself up for failure. This is Tiffany's opinion. Y'all don't be hating on me. I'm just telling y'all what works for me. The other thing is, if you've tried electronic planners and that doesn't work for you, go to the good old pen and paper. You don't have to go buy you a planner, honey. Get you one of them composition notebooks that they sell for like 50 cents. Is that way off mark? Like, do they charge 50 cents? I don't know how much they are. But whatever, however it is, get you a cheap notebook. Make you a journal, baby, with some numbered ruler paper or blank paper. What I'm saying is, you don't have to spend money to make a planner. You just need to make a plan. And if you want to do bullet journaling, we'll sugar pack it out like this. What I'm saying is, for me, this specific planner is everything and then some that I could want. Okay? So what I want to do is I want to leave you with this, okay? I want to encourage you that 2021, we are going to rock this thing, okay? I've got some good stuff coming, y'all. I got some good stuff coming. Oh, y'all gonna be so excited. I'm excited. I've got lots of fun stuff planned for 2021 that I can't necessarily share with you guys yet, but it is going to be an absolutely freaking amazing day. It is going to be an amazing year. It is going to be amazing. I just know it is. 2020, a lot of people can talk about all the awful things, and there were a lot of rough things that happened in 2020, but you know what? If all of this stuff with Tiffany working at home and me having more time to spend in my art wouldn't have happened, then guess what? I wouldn't have met my goal of creating the 3 classes on my creative network. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have had time to do it. There would have been 1,000,001 excuses as to why it couldn't be done. But guess what? It did happen. It happened because I put forth the effort and energy to make it happen. I didn't know what in the world I was doing. Shout out Kyla Givehand for helping me figure out how to make the creative network happen. But guys, what I'm telling you is I never in a million years thought that I would have almost 20,000. You see me hinting that because you already know that was my goal, is to get to 20,000 subscribers by my birthday. So I never would have thought that I would be close to 20,000 subscribers on my channel, but I put in the work, I showed up consistently, and now I'm reaping the rewards. Anything in life that you put forth the effort and energy, you will reap the rewards if you show up enough. So I want to encourage you today, whatever it is that your goals are, you can do it. Put your mind to it, set your goals, make your roadmap, small increments, because guess what? This Southern gal is cheering you on because you are worth it. So I just want to say thank you so much for being here and hanging out with these, what are these lazy bums doing back here? With these kiddos and me hanging out in our bedroom, my bedroom. It's not John's bedroom. It's my bedroom today, and Josh's too. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you are not subscribed to my channel, guys, it means so much. Go ahead, pump the brakes, hit that red subscribe button, and then turn that bell notification on so you can see when I have a new video. And guess what? If you have a suggestion for What's Up Wednesday, if there's something you want to know about, will y'all let your girl know? I'm not a mind reader. I'm pretty much an open book. I probably overshare. Okay, well, thanks so much, and until next time, toodaloo, y'all. Did you want to add the y'all? Should we just say toodaloo? Toodaloo, y'all. Toodaloo, toodaloo, boop, boop, boop. You want to tell them bye? Bye, guys. PJ's over there sleeping. She's too far.